Hi guys, it's Tracy Newman from Navigators Tarot here to do a general reading for the collective. It's raining here at the moment. What else is new? We are at the start of a cycle that will take us into a mini ice age, according to the paleontologists. So don't listen to the crap from cabal-based information about climate change being global warming. It's the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard. But here we go, I do digress. So this is for the collective right now, about the energies and about where we are at this point in time. Now these cards jumped out before. I was doing just a little bit of a play. So, in the past, the collective have actually been in this state, if you can see that. What is it? It's the Five of Swords. So, it's sort of like, the Five of Swords is really about someone that is blindfolded, has no idea where they're going, can't see where they're going, nothing's changing. It's, you know, and also too, it's also for the collective, also about blinding themselves to the future of what could actually be and relying on others to sort of like tell them where it is that they are going and where it is that they need to be at any given time. That is in the past, because now people are beginning to awaken from their slumber and starting to recognize that that they need to actually make a move forward or see things in a different light, because the old world structure isn't helping them. It isn't providing them a way forward, and they're becoming quite stuck and, you know, blinded. They've blinded themselves. Everyone's blinded themselves to actually what is really going on the planet right now. That's in the past. So this is a collective reading. This is a general energies reading. We've all been in this spot. So this is not a judgment of anybody in particular. We've all been there, and all of us are waking up. Some are waking up quicker than others, but all of us ultimately have been here, and some still are. But things are moving forward. There is this starting like a movement forward, and it's a youngish type of energy. The youth. Now, if you look at the youth, he has a staff. He also has a wolf or a dog. I think it's a wolf. And they're about to set out on a journey. So he knows that this is his destiny. He knows that to move forward, he must traverse whatever trail he comes upon, because he is on a journey, on a spiritual pilgrimage. And that is what is going on collectively right now. There are a lot of people who are beginning to awaken from this slumber. There are still a number that will remain asleep, maybe, you know, and that is perfectly okay. That's where people are at. But if you can also see the dragonflies here, the dragonflies are about illusion. And the thing is, with all of the people that are now starting to wake up, they're beginning to understand that everything that they've looked at, everything that they have been a part of in this world, in this 3D structure, is based on illusion and a lot of lies. So now they're beginning to wake up, which is an amazing thing. So it is happening right now. And like I felt after the Mercury retrograde and the eclipse energies, which were very, very heavy and kept us bound to the ground. It was just really not good for a lot of people. This is now, it's like the energies are now like saying, okay, so we're on to this next leg of the journey. Let's get up, let's get moving. We need to start to change our lives. The body and mind. So this is people who have been very, very 3D structured and be very grounded to this earth plane have not really, they've not had much of an understanding on a spiritual level or on a cosmic level at all. But now things are starting to change energetically, and for a lot of people right now, this is becoming a reality. So the 3D world, we're all shifting and moving into a different octave. We're all shifting and moving into different frequencies. And this requires us to start to look at our world in a completely different way, but also to look within and recognize that everything that we've ever believed to be true may not be true. And this is now, all the energies are now requiring us to look within first, and then to find alternative ways of looking at things, because the old world is falling, it is crumbling, and what will come with mainstream media and everything like that at all, that will fall. Believe me, it is falling. The old financial structure is falling. People are really, really starting to see that they cannot trust the banks, they cannot trust the governments, because they're not telling anybody the actual truth of what's going on. So for some people who are waking up, this is like a huge, big, like, wow, I had no idea. To others who are still asleep, they still believe that politics is somehow a way to maintain some sort of control within themselves because they voted someone in. It's actually not the case. The people that we vote in are actually placed there by, well, in the past, the cabal. I'm not so sure now, because I really feel that the cabal are no longer in control. I have a feeling that the white hats are in control, but of course, waiting for people to wake up to the fact that they have been duped and tricked over the years. They're waiting for that to happen organically. But I do believe that it is starting to happen. So there is this pregnancy here, which is the Empress, which is the mother, which is Gaia, which is Earth. She's going through a massive transformation, and so are her inhabitants. So, and she's pregnant with such possibility. Like, she's giving birth to an actual new Earth, like a new perspective and a new energy, and it's going to be alive with so much possibility and ideas from people who are really beginning to open up to those energies that are now in play, that we can now play with and manifest something completely new for our lives on a collective level and on an individual level. So that's what's going on this week, guys. It's a really exciting time to be alive. I know that May was extremely difficult, and April as well, since the eclipses. But I really do feel like we're moving now into a completely different world, a completely different territory. And we're just watching as the old world crumbles, falls, and the death pangs that brings. However, these death pangs do actually help to awaken those that are still slumbering and sleeping. And we're heading into those crone energies, those beautiful feminine wisdom of the crone. So a lot of us are stepping into that as well, and recognizing that that is also part of the path to sovereignty within ourselves and the collective. So they're the energies that are going on at the moment. So yes, there is movement, and we are moving into a completely different time, a completely different energy. We're moving very, very quickly, I believe, into another octave. I watched something today about the Looking Glass project. It was very, very interesting, and what they were basically saying is that there are those that are in charge at the moment who do have access to the timelines. However, how we perceive what is going on as the old world crumbles will determine exactly what happens with the timelines. And what we also have to remember is that there are dark organizations that have had access to these timelines and to the looking glass. However, there are others who also have access, and so because of that, we also can help move these timelines into a completely different octave as well, by our thoughts, by the breaking apart of the illusions and coming into truth, and starting to really see how we can change ourselves into a higher octave of thought and feeling, and also awakening to the fact that the illusion that we've been living in is falling. So yeah, they're the energies at the moment. Amazing stuff happening at the moment. It's great. So I'll see you next week.